Scoop up your Pittsburgh Pichus shirts, guys. Link is on screen and in the description. Sales will be going on till August 13th. Hello, friends. Welcome back to the UCL. You already know who it is. It is Young Double N. Bring you guys here this week. Team building video here today. We're going to be battling up against JYT, the coach of the Carolina Keldeos, guys. If you're loving the UCL, by all means, show us that insane support. Hit that like button down below. If you're not already copped a shirt, sales actually will be ending 2 days from now. 2 days. So, the end of 13th. You guys know, the end of 13th. Scoop them up while you can, guys, because you won't see them for a long fucking time. And I've been contemplating changing my name because I don't live in Pittsburgh anymore. So this might actually be the last Pittsburgh Pichus merch, period. So scoop them while you can. Going up against Jay this week, like, we got this, my guys. We got this. His matchup against us is disgusting. And by that I mean us. Like, if I lose this game, I'd have to play like dog shit. And that's no, like, hate to Jay. That's my boy. But, like, the matchup we have against him is disgusting. Like, it's genuinely disgusting. Like, what he could probably do to beat us is Mega Beedrill? Mega Beedrill is annoying to my draft just because it's super fucking fast. It outspeeds everybody on my team. Literally everybody. And it bodies my Tapu Koko, who's obviously one of the most potent threats. He's the MVP of the entire team. He leads the team. This is the mascot. The mascot is my boy Vooter, the dog. But he bodies the Tapu Koko. It can do a lot of damage, just like everything else. Knock out Victini, Poison Jab on the Lopunny, X's a Krookodile, Poison Jab on the Suicune, Drill Run on the Nihilego. Nihilego just dies because it's ×4. So, or sorry, ×2. But it just is a lot of work. You can even Brick Break after he's +2 to Brick Break the Snorlax. I don't know, just a lot of work towards my team. A lot of work. He may, if he brings it, probably will run Drill Run for things like Nihilego and Steelix. Could see it as a potent counter draft, counter pick. I could bring those. But that's not what I'm interested in right now. What I'm interested in is what I brought. I kind of knew the 6 months I was going to bring the moment I battled Jay. Like, oh! What the fuck is going on? Hang on! Holy shit, I'm sitting here like, am I good? Anyways, I just ran over my foot. I ran over my ring foot with my fucking DX Racer, and it hurts like a bitch. There's no bleeding, there's no cuts. It just hurts. So it's fine. It just hurts. Regardless, though, I knew the 6 mons I wanted to bring up against Jay immediately the moment I saw that I was gonna play him. Like, it was one of those things where it's like, during draft day when Jay was gonna be on my week 3, I knew right then and there, I knew the team that I wanted to bring up against him. With the 6 month or the 12-month already draft, I already knew, because, and I know that Jay can't scoop up week 4 agency against me. Next week when I battle Twit, however, Twit, if he decides to scoop up week 4 agency, that could be a little annoying because Twit's a little scary, but Jay's team full of a ton of walls, and as you guys can see, our team is really good when it comes to wall breaking. We have a very, very hyper-offensive team. We bring a lot of hyper-offense this week, or just this entire season, and we're bringing that here again. I think the mon who's the least hyper-offensive here is probably the Krookodile. Because Snorlax is pretty offensive too, as you can see. He's pretty fucking tanky. And there is an Assault Vest on here, and I will bring it. I will bring it. All right? I know for those of y'all worried, team builders go for matches. I haven't battled them yet, but trust me, I gotta just double check. Yeah, all the items on here, straight awesome. So we're gonna talk about the Tapu Koko first. Tapu Koko is, like I said again, it have to be a pretty big reason for me to not bring this mon. There is no mon in this entire league right now of this season that is super threatening to Tapu Koko that will lead me to not bring Tapu Koko. There just isn't. The biggest thing that there was Shady's Nidoqueen. And I'm not worried about Mo's Nidoking because Nidoqueen's more defensive, so it'll take hits better and it resists and immune. So, whatever. So Mo's Nidoking could probably be a problem. But for now, Tapu Koko just does so much work. He is such a good mon, and there's a reason why I picked him. First round pick. Now, I have a lot of knowledge when it comes to competitive battling, and I have a lot of knowledge when it comes to draft league format. In Tapu Koko, I already knew he was really good in draft league format. I had to try it out myself, though. Experience is here. This man is insane. It's such a good mon. I'd love to bring a shiny, but making it legal is very hard. I'm gonna try to make it legal one of these weeks, maybe against Twit. But for now, brought Tapu Koko. It does so much. It's such a good mon. It does so much against Jay's team. Dazzling Gleam bodies the Garchomp, obviously, of course. T-Bolt bodies the, just bodies everybody's team who's not immune to it. So, like, things like the Magneton, the Chomp. Magneton could be annoying. I could definitely see Magneton coming as he resists one of my moves, and he's resists both my dual stabs, to be fair. So I could definitely see Magneton coming just because he resists both dual stabs, so I'd have to watch out for that. I don't know if I see Minior coming. I mean, Minior is one of those mons where it's like, I wouldn't be surprised if it came because it sweeps, but I have a Suicune, and it's living as after a +2 acrobatics. It's living it. I did the calcs, so that may not be it. I also have Intimidate Crook, so he may not want to bring it. We'll see. But this Tapu Koko does a lot. I thought about bringing a couple of different items here. I thought about bringing Life Orb. I thought about bringing Terrain Extender, just because like, the only thing that could be scary if I did bring Terrain Extender would be Magneton, maybe Thunderbolt, Starmie, maybe Discharge P2. But, you know, in the long run, it probably wouldn't be too scary. I just want Terrain Extender to probably body his team, make it to where, I just do so much damage with Thunderbolt, because he's a lot of walls. So I want the absolute most damage with this Tapu Koko on his walls. And I mean, I have Nature's Madness, so Nature's Madness combined with Thunderbolt is just going to just do so much damage to his team, and he has walls, so Nature's Madness was a must. Though I did learn in mock battles the other day, this move has actually a chance to miss. I don't mock battles as much as you guys think. I think I probably do like 2-3 matches. I didn't mock at all though for this week, not any of it. Bitty Bumpkus. I'm battling Jay tomorrow, so I don't have any time at all to mock, but I think I'm gonna start doing that from now on. Just to say fuck it and go with it, you know what I mean? Obviously dual stab on U-turn initiative, Nature's Madness. I made the thing to where I outspeed his absolute fastest mon. So something like the Whimsicott, I made it to where I outspeed Whimsicott. Yeah, right? Whimsicott, right? I made it to where, yeah, the Whimsicott is, I was checking to see if the Whimsicott is faster than Starmie. Starmie's 115, Whimsicott is 116. So I made it to where I outspeed the Whimsicott, yes? Yes, I did. I made it to where I outspeed that bitch, so shout out to that. Definitely should be really good on that, dude. Probably gonna corrupt a little more, but it's fine. Don't even worry about it. It's totally fine. But yeah, I made it to where I outspeed that thing, and we're looking really big with that. Definitely the fastest mon. Sorry. Minior. See, it's a good thing I'm talking about the thing I love. Minior is base 120. So on the off chance he decides to come in low, doesn't Shell Smash, and he's already at the shields down for him, and he's base 120. I don't want to speed creep like Whimsicott and Starmie, because Whimsicott's base 120, and I'm on as fast as shit, and acrobatics from it is gonna hurt. So gotta be on the safe side, my boys. Gotta be on the safe side. Next mon, Snorlax. He has a big, important job. And I know Jay is gonna want to bring this Blacephalon, even though I have a thick fat Snorlax and a Krookodile. I feel like Jay will crutch to this Blacephalon. He will crutch this Blacephalon because Shadow Ball will be dealing a lot of damage to my team, especially from Blacephalon, because it is like almost base 160 special attack. So he'll be dealing a lot of damage to my team if he decides to run it. Specs will be way scarier. For some reason, if he runs into Scarfed, like, that would be a blessing if he runs into Scarfed, because he probably out-teams my entire team, which he does. But that's fine, because he won't be dealing nowhere near as much damage as he will with a Specs one. Because Specs Shadow Ball is gonna be fucking scary as shit, dude. That's gonna be terrifying. Specs Shadow Ball, Specs Fire Blast. Even if I have resistances, like, it doesn't matter. Like, it's gonna do a lot of damage. Like, a Specs Fire Blast is still gonna be scary to like a Suicune. It's at least like 30% damage. It's gonna be fucking scary, dude. The thing hits. Even like a Specs Mind Blown. So I don't know. I can see Jay running effect, but at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if he runs Scarfed, maybe Life Orb. I don't know. Maybe some Calm Mind, because it does get Calm Mind. For now, though, I decided to bring this Snorlax. I wanted it to where I could creep Toxapex, and just any other wall. I creep those, hit them on top as well. We're big chilling with those, so I really wanted to just be able to outspeed those. I didn't want those mons to be able to be faster than my Snorlax, because if they are faster than my Snorlax, then he can't get a lot of optimal damage off, and well, that's gonna be fucking terrifying, and I'm not with that shit. Sorry, not him on top. See, this is a good thing while I'm talking about it, because I built a team yesterday, and I'm talking about it today. I've done a lot today, so it's a good thing I'm talking about it. It's a good thing I'm talking about it to really rev myself up within it, and it's a good thing I'm going to be battling Jay tomorrow, but I'm going to forget all this shit. But yeah, this one I speed Toxapex, which is going to be looking really good for us, so big shout out to that. I don't have to worry about that obnoxious cunt of a Mon. That Mon is a cunt, dude. That Mon is a big fucking cunt, dog. But this thing, yeah, like I said, outspeed Zap, but the 4-4 in defense is just because I have things left over, but the rest in HP. And I want the thing to be high in adamant attack, the way that it'd be able to just body a lot of things. If he ends up having like some Calm Mind Sweeper Cresselia, not only will I be able to take the hits, but I can hurt it with Body Slam. It is going to be a huge factor of me not running Crunch. That thing could be a little scary. And Calm Mind Cresselia could be a little scary. I still have Nature's Madness. I still have a Crook. So I still have ways to deal with it. But it could be a little scary. You can't underestimate that thing. Can't underestimate that Moonduck. But especially for the Slurpuff. A +6 Drain Punch will body me, but Player Rough, I have a chance to live. Chance, keyword chance. Same thing with Return, I guaranteed live. So we're gonna have to see exactly. It's one of the things we're gonna have to see exactly where Jay has to run. Because if I'm not mistaken, like I said again, at +6, Player Rough does 120 min to the Snorlax. I can't do anything about that. Return has a chance to kill, 90 to 106, and Drain Punch is 133 minimum. But after I get Intimidates off it, if I sack 2 Mons, I get Intimidated off it, I bring it down to +6. And at +6, Player Rough has a chance to kill me. Return guarantee doesn't kill me. Drain Punch, 100 min. So I'd have to basically bring him down to, I'd have to sack 3 Mons. And Intimidate, sack, Intimidate, sack, Intimidate, sack. And then let the Krookodile go. It'll be clutch. Like it'd have to be something where I have to keep like Snorlax and Tapu Koko left. That all depends on how Jay plays with Slurpuff, because I feel like Slurpuff is 1000% coming. It's one of those Mons where I just think you're insane if you're not bringing it, but I just think it's 1000% coming. You know what I mean? But if I bring it down to +3, right? Drain Punch, 2 to Slax will be doing 83, 98, 56 to 67 with the return, and 75 to 88 for the Player Rough. So I should be straight with that. My Body Slam does 51 minimum. So I basically would have to be in a scenario where I have to apply so much pressure, and my team can do that. I have to apply so much pressure to where he is not allowed to put up a belly drum and doesn't get that free opportunity to. Because Snorlax 2 KOs with Body Slam, guaranteed. I do 51 minimum. So if I attack it, so he outspeeds me, right? If he goes to the belly drum and then I Body Slam, bam, right? He'll be down to about half, and then all I'd have to do is come to Kirk, sack something off, come to Kirk again, and then I don't know, this is the Player. That thing will be scary, dude. It'll be fucking scary. And I know you're all sitting there thinking, oh, run Heavy Slam, dude. You can just Body Slam the guard shop. I'm fine with this. I think I'm fine with this. I think I'm fine with this. I think I am. I think I am. I think I'm fine with this. I should be straight. My Suicune may have a chance of living as well, which I should probably check that up. It's one of those things where you can't do anything about it. You know what I mean? At +6, yeah, Suicune's fine. At +6, he has no way of one-shotting me. He has absolutely no way. So after that, I can just go to Suicune and I do 30. So I don't know. After that, I go Suicune and he Player up to 71 to 84, return does 54 to 67, and Drain Punch to 39 to 46. And that's at +6, no Intimidates. So my Suicune should be able to handle that thing. I mean, there's also a chance he misses Player Rough, so I just have to rock out with that. But this Snorlax will be doing his job. I mean, it's kind of a lure Snorlax where I'm gonna lure the Blacephalon. I know you probably want to bring this thing in, like what, against like Koko or Lopunny. He wants people to outspeed and one-shot those things. If he brings it in against a Uxie, I hard go Snorlax, and I know he wants to attack. He won't double. Unless he does, it'll be in the same play. But I hard go Snorlax, and whatever he does, Fire Blast, Shadow Ball, and I Pursuit Trap in that one-shots, because Pursuit does actually one-shot. Move on to the next Mon. When I said offensive, I really meant it. Like, even if Snorlax is offensive, he's bulky offensive though, so not true hyper offensive, but everything on this team attacks. So basically hyper offensive, right? Uxie here. It's an offensive Uxie. I decided to bring this thing, and again, I have the things I can show you guys on what the thing outspeeds. This thing basically outspeeds the Whimsicott if he doesn't run any speed percent at all, and he decides to run a tanky one. Obviously, Prankster is Prankster. Outspeed me in Sunstorm me or whatever, or Leech Seed me. I can't do anything about that. But I outspeed that. I outspeed Cresselia. I outspeed Max Speed Magneton, which is a true creep for it. I outspeed Max Speed Slurpuff, which is also a true creep for it. And then I decided to put Whimsicott in here just to see its max speed. So basically, this Uxie is going to be a big team player. This thing could actually sweep. Like, we may actually 6-0 this nigga. It'll be wild. This thing does so much work to J team. I can set this thing up against his Porygon. I can set it up against his Starmie. I can set it up against his Cresselia. I can set it up against the Magneton. I can set it up against the Hitmontop. I can set it up against the Toxapex, I mean, if he doesn't have Ace, essentially, Jay has so many walls, so setup is the way to go. So, of course, obviously I have my stab move, I have Toxic as well, because I don't need anything else outside of Psychic. He doesn't really have a Psychic immunity. Again, Jay not having a Dark type is the reason why I can get away with doing this. He does not have a Dark type. And I literally told him on week 4 agency, scoop up Mandibugs or Pangoro, dog, because you need a Dark type, or maybe like Clefable, because he needs some Dark resistant. I don't know, dude. He just needs a Dark type, and it's rough. It's really rough. But sub combine Uxie here this week. I put the rest of special attack. This thing is going to do a lot of work once set up. I mean, Beedrill again is going to be really annoying to it, but once I'm set up and I'm behind the sub, it doesn't matter. If I'm behind the sub and the Beedrill comes out and he U-turns out, it's fine. That ain't no problem. That's fine. That's fine. Mega Lopunny is next. Mega Lopunny was speed creeped on... I'm pretty sure I speed creeped this thing on the Minior as well. 190? Yeah, 190. So I did speed creep it on the Minior as well, but the rest of HP and obviously the rest of the max attack, I want the absolute maximum attack. I thought about maybe if I can run like an adamant one, because if you look at this, if I decided to run an adamant one, there's like no way I outspeed this thing. Look at it, see, it doesn't even hit 190. I'd have to be at 190. So that's mega unfortunate. It's mega unfortunate. I lose max speed like 189, so I have to be at 190. So sucks. I mean, he may not even bring the Minior, but if he wasn't bringing it, then I could definitely run adamant. But I have to. I mean, there's no way I cannot speed the Beedrill. It's like base 145 speed. I cannot speed that. So I gotta do what I gotta do. This week I gotta do what I gotta do. This thing, it's a Mega Lopunny. You know what this thing is doing. This thing is having dual stab, ice punch. You know, it's not really anything wild, but the fact that it's so fast and can hit so hard, it's one of those things where that's totally fine. It's predictable. Totally fine if it is. It's still doing damage, and it's still doing a lot of work. It really is still doing a lot of work. So, I mean, you look at Jay's team as well. It's even doing work to a max HP, max defense Cresselia. But once that Cresselia, if he decides to bring Whimsicott, once those are gone, like, this Lopunny will just go. It will just go. Like, it destroys all of his offensive core. It two-shots all of them. Two-shots Garchomp. I think I one-shot Bucephalon. I know I one-shot Beedrill as well. But I think I one-shot Bucephalon. I think I did. I can look it up here real quick. I'm pretty sure... why did he try that? I'm pretty sure I one-shot it. Yeah, returned is 115 min. So I do one-shot that bitch. We're looking big chillin'. Yeah, that's 115 min. I one-shot that thing using the turn. And I'm scrappy, by the way, for those of you asking. So if Jay forgets that, that'd be huge. I'm scrappy, so I can be able to just spam return. I don't have to run a fucking dark move to touch the fucking Bucephalon. I can just spam return. What's gonna be annoying to this thing, though, Toxapex, bulky poison types are really annoying to Lopunny. So he has a Toxapex. I mean, it's a no-brainer. He brings it. Unless he's scared of Koko and doesn't bring it. I mean, could be annoying. But yeah, essentially, this Lopunny's doing a lot of work for the entire team. 2 shots, Porygon 2. I mean, I feel like that's why he's going to probably bring both Toxapex and him on top. Intimidate and Bulky Poison. Can see both of them happening. See more him on top, if anything. But we'll see. To Mega Lopunny again, nothing too crazy, pretty straightforward. Bringing in a Crook here. Now, this is where the Hyper Defense stops. I know it was a little while with the bulky offensive Snorlax, but it full stops here. I thought about bringing Moxie Super Crook, but lately defensive Crook has been working out for me insane. It isn't just working out so good against me, so good with me, sorry, that I have to bring it. I just have to. And he also has a Garchomp, so I have to bring it. Garchomp, easily one of the most threatening dragons of all time. I have to bring it, and it's definitive, dude. It's definitive. He's doing a lot of work. He also lacks a ton of offensive mon. Like, his offensive presence, the issue with Jay's drafts, right? His offensive presence is not bad, but it's the fact that he needs to boost up with them. If he has a mon that does instant damage, something like Bucephalon, but on the physical side, that does instant damage. Like, imagine if he didn't need to SDL with the Beedrill or the Garchomp to do instant damage. Then Jay's draft would be scary. Like, so Bucephalon is scary. He does instant damage. But the fact that he doesn't have mons on his draft to do instant damage, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt a lot. Maybe like a banded chomp or something like that. But even still, you need to run like a band, or you need to run like an SD. I don't know. Those are mons that you need to boost. If he had instant damage, it'd be good for him. But for now, I decided to bring the thing to take on Chomp, take on Beedrill, because Beedrill will be very annoying to the draft. That mon's gonna be very annoying to the draft. I could even like catch Starmie if he wants to. 1000%, dude. 1000% could just body this thing with a knockoff or EQ on the fucking Blacephalon. And then I can also attempt to Toxic like P2, Hitmontop. I know we're probably bringing Hitmontop on it a lot. So I could Toxic that, P2, Cresselia, Chomp if I wanted to, you know what I mean? It'd be scary if it sets up SDs on my Krookodile, but after Toxic and then, that'd be fucking scary, dude. But yeah, like I said, again, this guy takes on his team relatively well. The only thing that's insanely scary to this thing is like the Whimsicott, the Starmie, and then kind of the Slurpuff because you need to set up with it because you can't one-shot me, like 2 shots me, but maybe even 3 shots. I don't know. Maybe I'll understand the Slurpuff. For now, Starmie and Whimsicott are the biggest threats to the thing, so I have to watch out for that. To my draft, it's no real definitive big threat. It's more along of a nuisance, and Beedrill is that nuisance. Cresselia could be that nuisance as well, but I have ways of dealing with it. Beedrill, if anything, he's just way too fast, and I'm not even gonna try to Scarf outspeed that thing. I'm just gonna outbulk it since he can't. He needs to boost. So, and then last but not least, it also hard stops here again with this Suicune. You can tell, let's start off real offensive, and then I have to bring out the Suicune and the Crook. I put 12 points so that I can outspeed the Cresselia by 2 points, since Cresselia is base 85 as well. So I put 12 in there to outspeed it by 2 points. I also made the thing to where I put extra sensory on it to take on things like Toxapex if he wants to haze me behind a sub, or the Hitmontop as well. Just shit like that, you know what I mean, dude? I mean, even for the Beedrill, because I feel like a +2, I think +3 Skull Beedrill takes Mega Beedrill. Because the thing about Mega Beedrill that people actually don't understand is he has decent special defense. It's not total garbage at all. It's actually not. It's base 80. Versus shit base 40 defense, dude. So check it out, right? My Skulls do 36 to 42, and that's raw with no boost, right? At +3, I have a chance to knock it up. A chance. It does 87 to 103. So even at +3, I do not one-shot. Because his special defense is actually not bad by any means. At +4 is when I guaranteed one-shot. 105 min. But at +3, and that's why I brought extra sensory, at +3, extra sensory one-shots. At +2, it has a high chance to one-shot is 94 to 111. So essentially, when I get to +3, I don't even need to hit Skull. At that point, I can just hit extra sensory, but I will try to be behind a sub. If I get this thing set up, it'll be huge. Because again, the only thing I can get rid of the thing is a Toxapex because it has Haze. If he doesn't bring it, it's GG. It's GG. I win. But if anything, even if I don't like sweep with this thing, it just tears a massive hole to Jay's draft to where Tapu Koko or Lopunny could just clean up, you know what I mean? Or the Uxie. So for now, like I said again, I can set up on the Starmie, I can set up on the Porygon 2, I can set up on the Hitmontop, I can set up on the Cresselia, I could even set up on the Whimsicott. If I'm already behind his sub, I can set up on that thing, and he can encore me, but it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. So these are just a lot of money, like I said again, it's such setup fodder to where I could just, that's why I'm bringing 2 Combine users, because he has so many mons that are just setup fodder. That just win. They just win, dude. They just win. So, big shout out to that. This Suicune's gonna be doing a lot. It's not entire Krokun set. It's not, but I mean, it's a hybrid. It's a hybrid. I'm really excited to go into this match. I'm not gonna lie, because it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, a lot of people look at Jay's draft on paper, and it definitely is one of the weakest drafts in the league. You can't underestimate anybody at all. I mean, like I said again, you could easily win this game with the Garchomp, with the like some Specs plus Cephalon to open up holes. If I don't deal with a Toxapex well, same thing with the Cresselia, because that core is gonna be annoying as shit. I can easily see Toxapex, Cresselia, and Hitmontop, and then like Garchomp, Beedrill, and then that last mount be Slurpuff. I can easily see all of that. So those 6 right there. Let me write that down actually to let you guys know. This is what I'm predicting right now. I'm predicting Garchomp, Beedrill, Toxapex, Cresselia, and Hitmontop. That wall core will be really annoying to deal with. But Uxie takes on the 3 wall cores. Use. And then what is the last one? Slurpuff / Blacephalon. There we go. Everybody else, if I didn't name it, they ain't coming. I don't think they're coming. Magneton doesn't have a favorable matchup against me. It's only coming just to stop a Koko. That's it. That's literally it. Which I mean, wouldn't be bad. A Violet Magneton would not be bad by any means. But I mean, I have a Lopunny, I have a Krookodile, I have a Snorlax. I got a Victini. I have a Steelix, I have a Zydog. When you look at my team on versus his, I don't think he wants to bring the Magneton, but I just wouldn't be surprised. So an anomaly list right here. Magneton, Minior, sure, just because Minior, and he wants to sweep, and it's a flying type, and it bodies the Lopunny and the Koko with acrobatics and EQ. So sure. And then Whimsicott, because Whimsicott is actually, I really feel like it's an underrated mon. It's a super fast supportive mon, dude. That hit's not totally bad. It can actually fight. It can. The thing has got like base 77 attack, which, yeah, that's kind of bad. It's kind of It's kind of a little bit below average. But I mean, with that speed and that typing, I feel like this thing's potential has yet to be seen. And I think this thing could be an obnoxious ass fucking cut. Does it get Baton Pass? No. Oh, never mind. My gas is gone. If it got Baton Pass, imagine Cotton Guard Baton Pass. That would be wild. He should get Baton Pass. Jenny, give him Baton Pass. What the fuck? For now, though, boys, I think, like I said again, the 60s brain, Garchomp, Beedrill, Toxapex, or Shelley on top, and Slurpuff or Bucephalon, one or the other. Maybe even both if he decides to not bring Toxapex. And then, of course, the anomaly list, Magneton, Minior, and Whimsicott. This should be a fair game, but I'm also very confident in this game, and I think I might win this game. Let's get 3-0 because this week is important, guys. Me and Nappy both 2 flawless teams. Let's say we both lose. We're 2-1. If Nick beats Nappy, that means Nick is 2-1. And if Mo beats Shady, that means Mo is 2-1. And if PK beats Twit, that means PK is 2-1. Or PK loses, that means PK is 1-2. Same thing with Shady. If Shady loses to Mo, it's 1-2. And this week is really important because it's momentum week, guys. It is momentum week to see who can pick back up that pace. It's big momentum week. And it's also the last week we can play with the teams we have now because week 4 is free agency. We can trade them on. Not to each other, but if a mon's not drafted yet, we could, like, example. Let me give you guys an example, right? As a leader of the UCL, I can give you guys an example to help out. If I wanted to, let's say I didn't want Victini anymore, right? I would have to swap out Victini, not with somebody else. I have to swap out a mon that's in the OU tier that has not been drafted. Example, I could swap Victini out for like Excadrill or Ferrothorn or Clefable. Mons that have not been drafted by anybody else in the league. I could swap Victini out for those mons and then swap it. And that means Victini's free game then. Anybody can scoop him up. Shit like that, dude. It's like that, you know what I mean? Example, or if Jay, it doesn't want, you know, fucking Slurpuff anymore, or Minior, he could swap out, Minior for another mon in the NU tier that has not been scooped up. Or he could swap out P2 for another mon in the RU tier that has not been scooped up. Like Manabuzz. So, we'll have to see. We'll just have to see what people choose. And again, it's not mandatory. Everybody can choose to not pick up a free agency mon. If they like their team, they can stick with it. But it's the last week where we're going to see raw teams. Teams might be changed up in week 4. I'm excited to see people pick. I already know what I want. I'm excited to see people pick. Guys, if you enjoyed it, that like button down below. Hit subscribe. As one of the leaders and founders of the UCL, it warms my heart. You guys love it so much. I put a lot of effort, work, and passion into the UCL. So just be aware that I'm a big leader in this as well. Like I am. This is a big thing of mine as well. So I'm happy for it. Guys, if you enjoyed it, that like button down below. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.